terrifying scene. One of the largest airstrikes launched by Russia in recent times. What exactly happened to cause such a powerful explosion? On July 4th, Russia carried out one of the most destructive airstrikes in the ongoing conflict. For 6 hours, the sky over Kiev was bombarded with missiles and drones in a relentless assault. According to widely circulated information online, one of the main targets of the attack was Zhulyany Airport, located near the center of Ukraine's capital. Imagine the atmosphere at that moment. Hot air from explosions, towering flames, and thick black smoke covering the sky above the city. All night, air raid sirens blared incessantly, piercing the silence. Amid constant explosions, Ukraine's air defense systems worked tirelessly, firing projectiles into the sky one after another in an attempt to intercept waves of approaching drones. However, not all were successfully intercepted. According to official reports, the strike caused significant damage to Kiev's infrastructure. The head of Kiev's military administration, Timur Tkachenko, stated that Russian drones hit 13 targets across 5 different districts on both sides of the Dnieper River. Terminals were damaged, buildings destroyed, and much of the city's life came to a halt. If Zhulyany Airport was indeed hit, how significant is this for Ukraine? Zhulyany Airport is not just an ordinary aviation facility. It plays a critical role in Ukraine's strategic landscape, located in the heart of the capital Kiev. This airport is one of the main hubs of the national transportation network, not only for civilian purposes, but also for military operations. In the context of the ongoing conflict, Zhulyany has become a key point for logistics and the mobilization of Ukrainian forces. Russia's attack on Zhulyany is not a random act. It is clearly aimed at paralyzing Ukraine's air forces, hindering military movements, and disrupting vital supply chains passing through this area. This is not just an attack on infrastructure, but part of a broader strategy that systematically targets critical assets, including air defense systems. It is reported that advanced defense systems, such as American Patriot missile complexes, are deployed around the airport. Their presence underscores the importance of this area and turns Zhulyany into a real testing ground for the resilience of Western military technologies. Each Russian missile strike seems to pose the question, how well can these defense systems withstand an impact? Only future events will provide the answer. Whether due to insufficient preparation or overconfidence in their systems, Ukraine experienced a rather humiliating incident. At one point, an air defense radar detected the presence of a Russian cruise missile 101. Ukraine's Patriot PEP-3 air defense system reacted quickly, launching missiles to intercept the threat. However, what seemed like a lethal target turned out to be a decoy. The costly missiles missed their mark, failing to hit the target. This highlights the risk of relying on high-tech systems like the Patriot. They come with an exorbitant price tag, but their effectiveness can be undermined by clever enemy strategies. In this case, the missiles not only failed but became a symbol of the limitations of defense systems in the face of enemy deception. The Patriot system, America's flagship air defense platform, is not always capable of countering Russia's strategic strikes. Even when deployed in critical locations like Zhulyany Airport in Kiev, it could not prevent destruction. On one occasion, a Russian hypersonic Kinzhal missile struck this very location, demonstrating how difficult it is to protect the city from weapons traveling at 5 times the speed of sound. A black-and-white video widely circulated online showed the Patriot system rapidly launching 4 surface-to-air missiles in a desperate attempt to stop an approaching Iskander ballistic missile. But these efforts were futile. The Iskander struck back, destroying the Patriot launch platform in Kiev, dealing a severe blow to claims of Western defense technology superiority. After such significant losses, are there any updates on additional aid deliveries from Western countries? An unexpected statement from Donald Trump once again shook international media. In a recent interview aboard Air Force One, Trump revealed details of his conversation with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. He described the conversation as strategic and confirmed his commitment to continuing support for Ukraine. Moreover, Trump hinted that he is considering the possibility of sending additional advanced air defense systems, specifically Patriot missiles, to the conflict zone. Around the same time, the German outlet Bild reported that Berlin is also acting swiftly. According to reports, the German government is urgently seeking solutions to bolster Ukraine's air defense, particularly through the supply of Patriot systems and sufficient interceptor missiles. However, this step is not as simple as pressing a button. Germany must await approval from U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth to transfer 2 Patriot systems it is willing to fund for Ukraine. The problem is that the White House, under the current administration, appears not to have given the green light for this. Furthermore, there are indications that the U.S. has suspended several previously approved weapons deliveries without explaining the reasons. If key decisions continue to be delayed, it will become a matter of time. The longer aid is delayed, the more vulnerable Ukraine becomes. Meanwhile, Russia continues its offensive, launching strikes like the lethal missiles it fires into the heart of Ukraine's defenses. That's all for today. Thank you for reading.